I think the training can maybe help make the person more accident prone, where this shift in perspective may occur.
Right.
Or the shift in perspective may occur simply through the person's willingness and interest in letting go of the ancient.
Right.
And then the practice of Aikido gives a wide universe for that shift to be expressed in time and space.
Right.
We all know that a certain amount of information and investment in that information gets in the way of us being actually just simple and authentic.
Right.
Yeah. And to be simple and authentic takes that moment where we take the risk to look stupid, to make a mistake.
Right.
To be vulnerable.
Exactly.
And if we're invested in that information, invested in that ability, and we don't want to be, we're not willing to be vulnerable in that moment.
This is true, yeah.
Then we're going to have a harder time taking that step.
Look, we'll have a harder time taking that step, and also I think it kind of brings on this existential angst that can happen in Aikido.
Yeah.
Because you're acquiring everything that the traditional training has.
Right.
The ranks, maybe the language, maybe the culture, the power, techniques, the complexity of the techniques, but nothing's coming through.
Right.
Or it's only coming through in partial amounts. Right. It's like a water hose that has knots in it, and just drips or very spurts are coming through.
You're only allowing it to come through at certain times,
right.
And the rest of the time you shut down.
Exactly, right.
And there's not a giving. And I think if Aikido fundamentally is going to be something that does have any serious impact in the world outside of the Aikido community, we're looking at Aikidoka actually willing to say, okay, I give it all. I give the whole life.
And that means investing in losing everything.
And losing everything.
Investing in losing everything.
Yeah. And taking what is tasted on the mat as a taste to walk outside of the dojo and,
absolutely.
And give to all of our relationships.
Right.
And that's a phenomenal commitment. I never thought, when O-sensei said Aikido was there for the whole world, I had a hard time imagining that he expected everybody to join an Aikido dojo and practice Aikido in the whole world.
No, obviously.
That didn't seem to make any sense.
No.
But when we talk like in this matter, I see, no, Aikido can potentially have the ability to touch so many lives if a person's willing to let that perspective, that willingness to allow our lives to be guided by a perspective which means I and you are one, fundamentally.
Right.
Our welfares are tied.
Right.
I cannot destroy you without destroying myself.
Right.
I cannot deny that any longer.
Right.
And this idea of separation is an illusion. And the reality of the matter is, the fact of the matter is that we exist as a whole.
Yeah, and it's a tremendously high perspective, comparatively. I mean, there's always higher to go in evolution, but it's this kind of realization, not intellectually, which is okay because it's the beginning. That if you intellectually understand that we're all one, that we're all interconnected, but emotionally, really getting it in here. First understanding it, letting the consciousness awaken to it, but then actually being able to live it.
Yes.
To meet people from that perspective, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, mentally, relationally, it's something. It's quite something.
Don't you know that I'll be around to guide you through your weakest moments, to leave them behind you? Returning nightmares, only shadows will cast some light and you'll be alright. Cast some light, it'll be alright. crosses all over, heavy on your shoulders, the sirens inside you, waiting to step forward, disturbing silence, darkness inside. We'll cast some light and you'll be alright. We'll cast some light and you'll be alright. But now crosses all over the boulevard, crosses all over the boulevard, crosses all over the boulevard. Streets outside your window, overflooded, people staring, they know you've been broken, repeatedly reminded by the looks on their faces. Ignore them tonight and it'll be alright. Catch some light.